In this video, you will learn about the two types of sketch profiles, the difference between a constrained and unconstrained sketch, and the different geometry types in Fusion 360. A sketch is a geometric profile that forms the foundation of 3D geometry in a design in Fusion 360. Before you can create 3D objects in your design, you first need to create the underlying sketch profiles that drive the overall shapes of the parametric solid, surface, or T-spline bodies that make up your design. A sketch is the backbone of any subsequent parametric modeling. If you create a robust sketch profile, you can improve your workflow and minimize potential downstream issues in your design. An open profile is a series of connected 2D geometry that does not form a closed boundary. You can use open profiles to create surface bodies, to extrude thin solid features, or to guide some modeling operations like loft. A closed profile is a series of connected 2D geometry that does form a closed boundary. A sketch profile is shaded blue when it is closed, and can be used to extrude 3D shapes or perform 3D Boolean commands, for example. An unconstrained sketch contains some geometry that is not locked down by constraints and dimensions and is still free to move in space. Unconstrained sketches are useful early on in the design process when you're still exploring form, experimenting, and want more flexibility before you commit to your design intent. And you can lock things down gradually as you evolve the design. Be aware though, that if you reference unconstrained sketch geometry in downstream designs, it can cause unpredictable results in complex parametric assemblies. A constrained sketch contains geometry that is locked down in place by constraints and dimensions, and cannot move when clicking and dragging with your mouse. Constrained sketches are useful when you know the precise dimensions and details of a design, such that you are certain about your design intent. Their behaviour in complex parametric designs is more predictable, although be aware that constrained sketches can lock down features in your design more robustly than you might want early on in their design process. So be cautious when adding too many details and constraints into a single sketch at this stage. Sketch geometry is the default line type used to create 2D features in a sketch that contribute to the sketch profile and display as a solid blue line when unconstrained. Construction geometry is a line type used as a reference for sketch geometry, constraints, and dimensions, and it does not contribute to the sketch profile. Construction geometry displays as a dashed orange line when unconstrained. Centerline geometry is a line type used to evolve sketch profiles or define symmetry, and it contributes to the sketch profile. Centerline geometry displays as a dashed orange centerline when unconstrained. Projected geometry is an associative reference to profiles of 2D or 3D geometry from outside the sketch that are projected onto the sketch plane and display as purple lines and points. If you update the reference geometry, the projected geometry updates to reflect the change. Fixed geometry is any sketch, construction, or centerline geometry that you have locked in place and displays as green. If you need to edit or move fixed geometry, you first need to unfix it. Now you have a bit more of an understanding on sketch profiles, constrained versus unconstrained sketches, as well as geometry types. Thanks for watching.